Welcome to the Aura Evolution Podcast, a sacred place for you to return home to your soul. I'm Helen Discussed, founder of Helen Creates Beauty and the author of the Aura Color Wheel. This podcast is a sanctuary from soul discovery to soul mastery. Each week, we explore aura wisdom, spirit connection, and energy tools to help you embody your light and live your soul's purpose with clarity, joy, and fulfillment. Take a deep breath. Welcome home. Hello, radiant beings. Happy almost Lunar New Year. It's coming tomorrow with the fire horse energy, and I'm already feeling the energy coming in. And welcome back to the Aura Evolution Podcast. I'm your host, Helen Discussed. And if we've met, this is the first time, I'm the founder of Helen Creates Beauty and also the author of the Aura Color Wheel. As a result of my work, my clients find and live their soul's purpose with clarity, joy, and fulfillment. I work with spiritual seekers, creatives, and entrepreneurs to reclaim their inner radiance, connect with their spirit team, and channel their full spectrum of light into purpose and beautiful soul expressions. So are you ready to go on this soul evolution journey with me? I'm here to support you every Monday at 10 a.m. Pacific time, live across all social media platforms, including YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. And this podcast audio will be available every Tuesday on any of your favorite platform, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music as well. So today, before we dive in our daily energy hygienes, I have two very exciting announcements because this Friday, literally this Friday, February 20th, to the Sunday, the 22nd, I will be in the Conscious Life Expo in LA. It's the LAX Hilton, and I will be giving a public talk on how to unlock your soul's purpose with the Aura Color Wheel. And I'm going to show a little bit flyer. I don't know why it's not showing. Here we go. So on Friday, I'm going to be at 6 p.m. in Central Room B to give a 45-minute talk, and also as well as a half an hour book signing afterwards. So if you want to, snap some photos with me, as well as live spirit message reading there, basically I will tune into the quantum field, see who are your current spirit guides and what messages they have for you. It's going to be in the Conscious Life Expo in LAX Hilton. And here is the link. If you want to grab a ticket, discount ticket is still available. I just put it in the chat of the link. And it's going to be, this weekend is going to be nice in LA, the weather, because right now it's raining a little bit. So I hope to see you in person. So those 3 days, the whole weekend, me and Amy Siukowski, so another channeler and author that was on my podcast as a guest last in January, we're going to share a booth in the expo. So feel free to come to booth 153 and say hi to us. I'll give you a reading over there. Okay, sounds great. And then there was second announcement is that it's a very soul aligned, I would say, spirit guided membership that I launched this year. It's called the Aura Evolution Sanctuary. And we're going to gather monthly. It's an online community every first Thursday of the month to talk about your soul's evolution journey, literally. So this month, since it's the Lunar New Year, after the Feng Shui Crystal Grid workshop, we continue into, this new intention that we set for the new year. How do we sustain this intention in our daily life? I don't want you to just set the intention, have a vision board, or I call it the identity board, and then we forget about it, right? We wanted to ground it to daily actions. That's why, such a membership will bring you sustainable growth rather than, a spike up and then we forget about it. So it's a totally spirit guided that I offer this. So that way you can have a community and also grow together. So this month we talk about how to quantum jump to that particular version of you. We identify or gain the clarity of what soul gift archetypes that you need to embody in order to quantum jump to the reality that you want to manifest in 2026. So that way we are very clear what intention and attention that we bring it so that we can manifest in the 3D reality. So, and it's an online community. You can ask questions there, get support. So it's going to be a very sustainable way for you to have a continuous guidance on your spiritual growth. I hope to see you there. It's an ongoing membership. You can join us at any time. But our next meeting is going to be on March 5th. So in a couple weeks. It's a live online gathering. And of course, you get all the recording as well, even though you cannot join us live. I think some of the members sometimes, because of work engagement, cannot do it. And then they always watch the recording and ask me questions. And you always have a practice and guided meditation and energy practice. And you can, report your progress. And I will give you guidance inside the online community. So you're like never left alone. And it's more about an energetic connection rather than, like you have to show up for every single thing. It's not, it's actually I want to take out of the, that rush or hustle energy, to check off that to-do list. Rather than that, I would rather that that you're whole, you're held, you're supported, then you can evolve at your soul's own time rather than rushing or adding one more thing to your to-do list, if you understand what I mean. So I hope to see you inside the community. And that's the link to join. AES stands for Aura Evolution Sanctuary. And Thursday is actually the best day to do spiritual work because every single day we have a different planet as the ruling planet of the day. All right, Thursday is actually Jupiter's ruling planet, so that's why it's especially potent to do spiritual practices. Jupiter governs higher knowledge, philosophy, learning, spiritual exploration, and that's why I take that day. I tend to basically work according to natural cycles and things like that, and that's actually one of the chapters in the Aura Color Wheel book, if you know. And today, the topic is about your daily aura or daily energy hygiene. So aura is just your energy. When people talk about, your personal energy field, that's basically your auric field. So your aura, and it's powered by the 7 layers of light or the 7 chakras along your spine. Those are the main chakras, but you have more than 7, but those are the from the spine to the top of your crown, those are the main power centers. Because if you have an electromagnetic field, you have to have a magnetic source, electrical source, right? And those energy centers are the source to power your electromagnetic field. Okay, so when we talk about raising our vibration or have our energy high, high vibe, what does it mean? It pretty much means that we are in peace and harmony with this energy field. So each energy center has its particular vibration and wavelength. Wavelength translate into different colors, and vibration and frequency translate into different sounds. So that's why there is the you can even play music from your different chakra. That's why there is also different mantras or the syllables for different chakras. It's because there is a sound that's specifically associated with that particular aura layer or that particular chakra. So when they're all harmonized, you can just think of a song or an orchestra That's like every instrument or every, aura layer that's working in harmony. Now there is, I think, episode 2 or 3. I'm going to also have a link in here that I discuss about in order to manifest fast or like something into the 3D reality, your energy needs to be in alignment, so there is no missed signals inside of your auric system. So that's how you can communicate with the universe. Hey, I'm ready to manifest this, right? So that's why we want our aura to be cleansed and clear and in harmony on a daily basis, so that when we want to manifest, we are very clear our intention. Remember, intention and attention is where energy goes, right? So if our intention is very clear and the our vibration is high, so basically it means physical, emotional, and mental, all of those aura layers, so it's in match. It's like I have this intention, this is the version of me in the quantum field I want to manifest, and then this is the emotion that this version of me is going to feel, as well as those are the thoughts I'm going to think, not those automatic negative thoughts that you generally fall back into, right? That new version of me, thinks like this, it feels like this, behaves like this. That's how all of them are in alignment. And that's when you send a very strong signal, that harmonic signal to the universe, saying that, hey, I'm ready. Now you can co-create with me. And that's when some people's why is really high. They attract, the right people, the opportunities, the synchronicities in their life. And that's when life flows easily and effortlessly. So that's what I want you to get into. That's why it's so important to have your daily energy hygiene, or I call it the aura hygiene. And if you have the Aura Color Wheel book, it's sold in pretty much anywhere that sells books. On page 219, so 219, I share with you my daily routine for radiant aura. Okay, so today I'm going to tell you exactly what I do on a daily basis to keep the auric field clean and clear. So basically, your auric field, think of it like this. It's like a torus field. Think about like a donut, kind of like a circle, you're in the center. And you're both connecting this particular electromagnetic field. We're connecting to both Father Sky and Mother Earth. So Father Sky is when you connect with your spirit team. Okay, so your crown chakra connects you with your spirit team, or the source energy, whatever you want to call it. It's inside, the sky or cosmos. And then also the root chakra, at the bottom of your feet or the bottom of your spine. It's also your earth star chakra. That's even a little bit lower. That's connected to Mother Earth's energy. So when this auric field is completely becomes a clear channel, you can receive information from your spirit team and receive nourishment or caring or support or grounding or security, all of these from Mother Earth. So that's how you sustain, how this energy field is sustained. Okay, so in practical terms or on a daily basis, when I wake up, the first thing, like when you wake up, you go brush your teeth, right? So that's like automatic. You need to make sure your teeth is clean. So when I wake up, I have a selenite bar. It's a crystal. Okay, it's called selenite, SELENITE. Rather inexpensive. You can get a bar like that, probably like $10 in any metaphysical shop. It's called selenite. And one of these bars, I use it as a comb. You comb your hair on a daily basis. I use this to comb my aura every day. Or I have a smaller bar, like probably like half of the size. I put it in my purse. Wherever I go, when there is heavy and dense energy, I literally cleanse my aura using it. How do you do it? It's very simple. It's just like combing your hair from head to toe, I recommend you to do it from the front, from the back, from the left side, and then the right side. Literally from the top of your head all the way down to the bottom of your feet. Okay, that covers your whole body. It's almost like at the same time, I also visualize because I work with the angels, and Michael is always working with me on this. It's literally, helping me to cleanse my auric field, or sometimes even protect me from any harms when I go into a public space, to use like a bubble of light. Okay, so that's like pretty much the first thing I do when I wake up. While I'm brushing my teeth, I also brush my aura. I'm very practical in terms of my daily, spiritual practice, because I'm a mom and I'm a business owner. So I don't always have the time to have extended hours to have rituals like that. So you can do this. It's rather simple. Some people prefer to use sage or Palo Santo. That's also work. Okay, cellulite can be fragile. Do you store it in a container? Yeah, I mean, not necessarily. In my purse, I always bring it to in the inside pouch. In your purse, there is also a little bit inside pouch. I put it there. It can be easily breakable, but the ones that I have, they never break. At least to me, what's that called? Rainbow fluoride has break many times for me rather than cellulite. So avocado toast was asking, cellulite can be fragile. Do you need to put it in a container when you carry it? I personally don't. And also, it's rather inexpensive, like $5 to $10. You can get a rough chunk. It doesn't have to be a polished chunk, right? So it's not very expensive. How often do you need to cleanse the cellulite piece? Okay, that's a cool thing about cellulite crystal, because this crystal does not need to cleanse. This crystal is literally to be used to cleanse other crystals. So this is a self-cleansing crystal. So that's why it's good that you don't need to cleanse it all the time. All right. And you don't need to wash it or whatever like that. Just like this is self-cleansing. I can even feel the energy, right? It's next to me. And I also have a cellulite carving angel statue literally behind me, behind the book, right here. That's actually cellulite. It's a carving of an angel from one of my local friends, healing friends in Orange County. I literally will hug it when I'm doing meditation. Okay, so that's like such a simple thing that you can do. And then, so after I wake up, I typically will open the blind or curtain, whatever you use. You want light, you want natural light to get into your body. Okay, it doesn't matter whether it's sunny or rainy or whatever, but the natural lighting is very, very important. So you want to take some 5 deep breaths, simple breaths that you acknowledge your consciousness, acknowledge that you or your presence. It's very important. It can be very short, but the intention is more important. It's like you open up the day, you kind of greet the day, get some sunlight or natural light, right? If it's rainy. And then everything is on 219. Oh, I like to drink a glass of water with crystals in them. Okay, I typically prepare the crystal elixir the night before. So it depends on what aura layer I'm working on and what is my intention. Like, for example, this is a water bottle. Actually, it's a tea bottle with crystal. And this way of making crystal elixir is the indirect way, meaning that you put crystals on a separate container. Let me bring it in front of me because some of you might not be able to see it. So this is the water bottle. Okay, so on the bottom is where I put all the crystals. And on the top, now I have a tea bag because I like to drink tea when I'm, during my workday. So the tea is here. Now, I do not recommend you to put crystal directly in the water when you have super hot water because the crystal might crack. But in the morning when I get up, I will drink a glass of water that I use direct method to make. Direct method meaning that the crystal touch the water. Indirect method meaning the crystals does not touch the water. That's the only difference. Now, most quartz crystal like amethyst, rose quartz, citrine, aventrium, all of those are quartz varieties. Those are safe to drink directly, or carminian. Okay, all of them. Carminian is really good to boost your immune system. I pretty much always put some, in the nighttime, the night before I go to bed. I put crystals in a water cup. I close it, and then the next morning, that's, you always drink a glass of water in the morning. That's what I drink in the morning. Now, if you want some crystal recipes, like crystal Alexa recipes, I have all of them on page 262 in the Aura Color Wheel book. Okay, so I have an immune system boost, detoxifying, hormone, PMS blend, digestion blend, confidence blend, stress-related blend, focus and clarity blend, insomnia, intuition, and psychic ability. Everything is listed there. And it's different type of crystals combination, but you can use your intuition. Recently, I've been drinking a lot of moonstone for emotional support. I'm actually wearing moonstone, and this is a selenite actually crystal I'm wearing. And citrine and moonstone is pretty much my staple. Like I just personally, citrine is my personal favorite crystal. So I drink those, and some of the crystals has trace minerals in them. So every day you take the pill of multivitamin, the crystals already have those vitamins in them, some of them. Now, I do not recommend, if you don't have enough knowledge about crystals, don't put everything directly in the water, okay? I want to make sure that there is no toxic minerals, because some crystals has minerals that's not digestible for human body. So I do not recommend you to use direct method for everything. To be safe, to begin with, you can use the indirect method, except the quartz crystals like amethyst, rose quartz, citrine, green lavendrium, carminian. All of them, you can always drink it directly. And in order to check whether a crystal is toxic or not, there is a website called mineral.org. So it's MIN mineral data, DAT.org, O-R-G. This, I just put it in the chat. It's the place to check whether it's safe, whether a particular crystal is water safe to drink. Mineral, it stands for MIN, stands for mineral, DAT stands for data.org. It's a non-profit organization. Okay, so Avocado Toast has a question. She asked that any stone that don't do well in water. Yeah, there are some stones, as I mentioned, some stones are actually toxic, and some stones will dissolve, like fluoride will actually dissolve in water over time. So that's why I do not recommend you to use every single thing directly in the water. Use the indirect method, exactly like what I did in my water bottle. So this is the indirect method. Right here, I have, I'm working on my heart chakra. I have Kanzai, crystal praise, vericide. Those are all for the heart chakra. I also have moonstone, citrine, and tangerine aura quartz. Those are for creativity. So it's like you can have your own blend, or if you need some recommendations, you can refer to the book. In the crystal healing session, I have all of them listed out. I also list out all the crystal bath possibilities. So basically, if you drink crystal water, it's coming from your digestive tract, to absorb the energy from there. But if you take crystal bath, it's basically coming directly through your skin into your bloodstream. So, and also in terms of water safe or not safe, please check mineral.org. That's the place to check whether it's okay to put the crystal in the water. Okay. So, and of course, you want to cleanse the crystal. How I cleanse the crystal, I place them on a salad light bar or salad light plate. After I wear particular jewelry piece, I place it overnight, and the next day it's fully cleansed. And of course, you can also use Palo Santo or sage or crystal singing bowls to cleanse. If you have tuning forks, I have a bunch of tuning forks. You can also ring those tuning forks to your crystals as well. Okay, as I mentioned, when I get up, I use a salad light bar to calm my aura. I open up the blind, get some natural lighting. And then I drink a glass of crystal elixir that I prepare the night before. Ideally, it should be 4 to 6 hours. So that's why 8 hours, no problem. It can be up to 24 hours. So after I drink that, I have my breakfast, do the daily, drop my daughter off school. So the only thing I would do at this point is that if the weather is good, I tend to have a walk outside. It's almost like a walking meditation. I try to do that walk as a walking meditation, so like a mindfulness practice, not having my phone, earbuds or having these phones everywhere. You know what I mean? Like I'm not constantly checking social media. I really treat it as a walking meditation. And it's like 15 to 20 minutes walk. And if the weather is not as nice, I also do a short yoga and yoga stretch. It's very gentle yoga. Especially if you're prone to anxiety, I do not recommend you to do, hot yoga, like vinyasa. Oh, I don't know what's going on. I have a lot of firework outside behind me. I guess that's Angel is saying yes, huh? So I do like 10 to 15 minutes gentle yoga, and then about 10 to 15 minutes meditation. So the total thing is about an hour. So from 8 to 9, 8 a.m. is actually when I drop off my daughter. Every morning from 8 to 9 is my personal, spiritual hygiene time. Of course, sometimes I need to begin my day a little bit earlier. I might only have 5 minutes. The 5 minutes, spiritual practice or aura health practice can be as simple as you get up, take 5 really deep breaths, acknowledging your presence. I still would calm my aura, drink my crystal water, and then I would say a prayer, to my spirit team that I am open, allowing to receive guidance. And then I will start with my day. So for a little bit longer practice, where I have the 10-15 minutes yoga meditation practice, I would choose something gentle to begin with your day. And then I always use the inner light meditation in the book. That's pretty much my go-to. And if you have purchased the book, it's on 216, on page 216. I have the written script of the meditation. And then if you have purchased the book, you can download the audio file, the guided meditation. So that way you can listen to it every morning. That's the version, the meditation. It's about 11 or 12 minutes. I think that, it's less than 15 minutes. And that's the meditation I do every morning. I call it the inner light meditation. That really cleanses your spiritual body, because I literally call in angels of the 8 directions. You're surrounding by the angels and your spirit team. You're cleansing your aura from head to toe, doing a visualization practice meditation. And after that, I typically will pray, because prayer is how you talk to God and meditation is how you listen to God. So after I, do the yoga meditation practice, I will pray to my spirit team for guidance. And I will sit a little bit and see if I receive any guidance, or do some automatic writing, immediately journaling, and see what comes through for the day. I also would like to pull a card, an affirmation card, from my Flowing with My Rainbow Chakra affirmation deck. So this is the deck that I, with all my original paintings and channel messages that I use daily. I also use this deck actually to do spirit message readings. I know some of you order spirit message readings from me, and you know that that's the deck I always use. Now this deck has 49 cards, so each chakra has 7 cards basically. So 7 cards for each chakra. So they are all color coded. Green is for the heart chakra, and red is for the root, and purple is, violet is for the crown. So, and they're all my original paintings with channel messages from my spirit team. So I will typically pull a card and see what message I need to receive today. And sometimes I will say the affirmation out loud, in front of a mirror. So it's almost like a way of having, to tune into that higher vibration. Now, for example, this is the card actually I pulled today, and it's a throat chakra card, right? And it says that I understand the language of love and engage this way of communication to elevate all those I meet. I find it really relevant because today I'm going to have my podcast live, and I feel like it's a throat chakra card. And also after that, after this kind of the intention, I also will dress, according to that particular energy that I want to embody that day. I pick the color that I want to embody and crystal jewelry that I want to embody that day. And guess what? I'm wearing this Japanese opal, blue opal, to literally, because this is a throat chakra card that I pulled today. And this Japanese blue opal, and also actually the ring, it's an eagle ring with also Japanese blue opal. It's the embodiment of this particular card. And that's why, I also pick a dress that's, there was some, it's multicolored, but it's also some patches of blue and orange. I'm always having a flowy dress. That's pretty much my signature go-to. And so, and that's how I pick up, I also have a kite ring, kite. And as I mentioned, moonstone, rainbow moonstone, and citrine are my go-to, crystal drinks pretty much every day recently. That's the energy I need. And that's aquamarine. And this is actually a cellular crystal, a cellular bracelet. Now, for the energy that you personally want to receive, I recommend you to wear your bracelet on the left hand side, because your left hand is your receiving hand, and your right hand is the giving, the energy you're giving out. You're almost radiating out. So because I want to receive the energy, as the card that I pull is a throat chakra card, I want to receive clear communication, speaking with courage. That's why I put the aquamarine and the cellular cleansing, cleansing my aura on the left hand. Okay. And then on the right hand is what I'm radiating out, or I'm giving out. So that's pretty much my energy practice in the morning. It can be from 10 minutes to 1 hour. It depending on, how much time you have. Again, it's not about how long you have it. It's about you have it. So that you're consciously aware and intentionally set your day with the time and space to cleanse your energy. That's very important. Now, in the evening, it's all about, morning and evening. In the evening, it's very important for you to unplug and disengage, especially if you have a bad day. We all have some good days and some bad days, right? We have to admit it. So when you have, a day that you engage, especially in some, relationship or fighting or argument and things like that, you want to actually call back in your power. Because whenever you interact with others, sometimes we leak our personal power to the other situation, to that person, to that memory sometimes, right? That's especially true when you feel like your personal energy is draining, okay? So what I would highly recommend you is that I take my shower at night. I do not take my shower in the morning, because shower to me is actually a ritual to wash out all your debris. So in the shower, I literally will visualize, same thing in the inner light meditation, a bright golden white light on top of me, washing over me. And I will visualize Archangel Metatron at that point. So pretty much to, cleanse, the golden white light cleanse me as I literally cleanse myself. Now, because I have short hair, so it's easy for me. I pretty much wash my hair every single day. So during the shower, that's what I do. And then I will also have a small intention practice at night. And sometimes I do meditation. It's literally to say that, I am, sending your energy back, and then I'm calling my energy back to myself, and I'm sending all your energy back. So that way you kind of end your day with a clear aura and not like thinking 1,000 different things when you go to bed. And also when I channel this white light, this cleansing light, I also like to do some automatic writing, and I keep a gratitude journal every night. So I will write down 5 things that I'm grateful for during the day, even it's a tiny little things, or even sometimes even you have a bad day, I still will have it there. And then afterwards, what else would I do? Gratitude journal is very important, because the things that you're grateful for, you're basically asking the universe to give you more of that. Okay, so it's important to have that gratitude attitude. Okay, so the last thing that I do on a daily basis, it's actually after I say the prayer to my spirit team, I also pray to all my family members, all my communities, students, clients, past clients, all of them, like people that I know in my life. Because sending love unconditionally and just like simple prayer like that has a really powerful impact, both in your aura and the human consciousness field, in your whole community. And there are 2 types of prayer that I like to combine them together. One is called the loving meditation practice. That's a prayer. So basically, I will visualize either a particular soul, like a singular soul, like a family member, like my daughter, my husband, my mom, my mother-in-law, in front of me. And then I would repeat this mantra, this saying that may you be well, may you be happy, may you be free from sufferings. Okay, so that's, and also yourself, also myself. I will put it in front of me like I'm talking to it. So that's a prayer, a loving kindness, or metta, METTA, meditation. That's practiced in Buddhism. And the other one that I combine is the whole Ho'oponopono, prayer from Hawaii. So if it's someone that you have really tough relationship with, or you had an argument, someone, no matter it's your coworker or anybody else, that you had an argument, your family member, your partner, I would say that I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Those 4 sentences are very powerful because they're giving really high vibrational frequencies. Just like these affirmations that I pull in the car every single day, it has the same vibrational frequency. And it's much easier if it's, it's a set of, the same thing that you just repeat. So you don't need to process or think of something new all the time. So I would literally combine the 2 together. And sometimes I will see a group of students, or students inside the or members inside the Aura Evolution Sanctuary currently, as well. I actually have a box with all the names who have either purchased my paintings, have a reading done from me, as well as one of my students from Embody Your Light, Radiant Aura Activation, or the meditation bundle, as well as the Aura Evolution Sanctuary. Everybody who have crossed path with me, I would have their names written down on a little box. I will literally face that box or visualize a group of souls in front of me. And I will say to them that may you be well, may you be happy, may you be free from sufferings. And the same thing is like, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And that really helps me to harness a few different areas. Both my heart chakra, I think my heart chakra is wide open. in that state, you're actually in very I would say that I feel a lot of unconditional love. Even like I feel although I'm like giving it out, but at the same time I'm receiving love. That's the main thing, is from the heart chakra. And that also helps you to forgive, and also calling your personal power back. So it's like your soul fragments that are living other places, in other souls, or as well as memories. It's going to come back to you. So your solar plexus chakra also get another upgrade. So I do this practice depending on whether I have time in the morning or I have time in the evening. If you find it really challenging, I would say that you can begin with your family members. It's going to help a lot with also soul contracts, especially in the that's some spiritual debris that from your past lives, the soul contracts, either in your root chakra or your sacral chakra, especially dealing with relationships. So if you find it challenging, as I mentioned, you can try with your immediate loved ones. And then when you find it easier and a little bit easier for you, you can transition even to strangers or enemies, because those are actually the souls that you think that you cannot forgive are the souls that you actually need to forgive this lifetime in order to evolve. And the more you do this practice, what really changed me inside is that I find forgiveness easier. I also find that I'm able to hold a little bit more in my auric field, no matter that means love, abundance, joy, creativity, everything. You actually, expand your capacity to hold more the good things in your life. And lastly, actually, I think that's the space that I'm really connecting with my spirit team and God. So when you are feeling that absolutely unconditional love, because that's the vibration that your spirit team and God or source consciousness, no matter what you call it, that's how they vibrate. And that's when I actually tap into that frequency to get downloads, channel wisdoms, or channel like the aura color wheel system, right? So all of it is where the good stuff happens. So if you haven't had these, the gratitude journal or the prayer, exercise on a daily basis, I highly recommend you to try it. And yeah, that's pretty much my ritual. And the 5-minute version can be like just take a few deep breaths and saying prayers for your spirit team. And then in the evening, if it's you're already too tired, it's a long day, you cannot keep that gratitude journal, I would just name 5 things that you're grateful for the day when you're lying in bed before you go to sleep. So I would prefer you to go to bed with a gratitude mindset, rather than a what's going to happen next day type thing. So and that's it. And I always say thank you to my spirit guides, because they are watching over me every single day. I'm really, really grateful for them. Even they inspire me to create this podcast, as well as, the membership, the Aura Evolution membership. I feel really guided. So the optimal thing about, your daily aura hygiene or your energy hygiene, it's about that faith that you have, that trust that you are supported, trust that you are loved, that trust that abundance and love is your birthright. And when you're doing that, what happened inside of you is that you are able to let go of any attachment and expectations. And when you let go of attachment and expectations, that's when you don't need anything. That needy energy is going to be out of your energy field, because you are safe. You're calm, you're grounded, you are always, content with yourself, and you trust the universe is going to deliver. So in that space, life flows easily and effortlessly. So that's the, ideal scenario that I, highly recommend you to try to get to. That's why, daily meditation is such an important thing. And if it's really hard for you to fit in the schedule, you can think either the first thing you wake up in the morning or the last thing before you go to bed. So, and make it into a habit so you don't need to think about it, just like brushing your teeth. So I hope this episode helps you to, to begin to think about what you can incorporate, in your daily life to, bring your vibrational frequency higher and make your auric field clean and clear so that you can become a clear channel to manifest what you want to manifest in 2026, and as well as connecting with your spirit team. If you have any questions, if you're with me live, you're welcome to ask on the comment. Or I highly recommend you, if you're watching the recording, also, type in your comment and what practice, you have tried. And, if you have any questions in terms of using crystals as well. And again, if you have purchased the book, you are able to download a guided meditation, the inner line meditation I do every single morning. And also as a book purchase bonus, anyone who have purchased the Aura Color Wheel book, you get 3 bonus gifts from me. The first is joining a private Facebook group called the Aura Color Wheel Circle. So it's almost like a book club that you can ask me any questions there. And I host monthly live Q&A and spirit message reading there as well. And then the second is a personalized feng shui birth element and gua number reading. In that reading, you are going to understand your 4 lucky directions for love, abundance, spiritual growth, and health. So that way, you know how to decorate your home to have the energy environment to support your soul's evolution. Just that alone is golden. And then last but not least, I had my Kundalini awakening or spiritual awakening due to meditation. So I always want to give the gift of meditation. So you get $50 of the Rainbow Aura Meditation Bundle. Now in that bundle, it has 49 guided meditation with original solfeggio frequency music composed by a Colombian musician as the background music for 7 aura layers. So each aura layer, you have 7 meditation. That's why it's 49. Now, the solfeggio frequency music is basically that particular vibration. Naturally, if you are in a holistic state, that's what your aura layer or your chakras naturally, vibrating at. So by listening to solfeggio frequency music in the background, just like, that's another thing that I would do. If it's a work day, I will put on the solfeggio frequency of that particular aura layer or that chakra that I'm working on. For example, today I'm going to put on blue aura layer frequency music in the background while I work. And I will make a tea, that support my, of course, with crystals in the bottom, to support that particular aura layer. I think today I have blueberry and sage. This is blueberry and sage yogi tea. And in the bottom are the heart chakra crystals that I'm working on. So, and if you use essential oils, feel free to put on essential oil diffuser as well. This is also like an environmental cleanse for you to, smell or breathe in that particular air. And some of you might use flower essence. So flower essence are also good to put it in your tea or the morning crystal elixir, the first cup of tea that you drink as well. I have a question here with a live audience. She asked that, does the sweeping of cellular line daily only work on aura in a minor way or fully? It's fully, completely. So that's the simplest, most effective way of cleansing your aura, okay? So of course, if your auric field is really dense, a lot of trouble, that I wouldn't say that's like very effective. I'm talking about on a maintenance basis. If someone's aura is really dark, really dense, someone might actually need psychic surgery. So I highly recommend that person to see either a psychic healer, or if physically ill, of course, Western doctor. But on a regular maintenance basis, sweeping your aura with a cellulite bar is completely enough. So that's why I always have one in my purse wherever I go, especially airports. Now, black tourmaline is very protective. I always have a black tourmaline actually in front of my computer to get rid of the EMF, the electro radiation. So if you have it's also grounding. A chunk of black tourmaline also works magic. So second question is it better to combine it with a meditation to be more thorough? Yes. Satellite bar with meditation will work magic. That's why I never will skip a meditation, to be honest. And that's the only way that you receive messages, divine messages from your spirit team. But in terms of cleansing your aura, satellite bar alone will cleanse enough. However, the meditation part is about, talking and listening to God, if you remember. It's about connecting with your spirit team. Because once you connect with your spirit team, receive guidance and message from them, you have more, your intention and attention becomes even more clear. So that clarity of mind, it's even deeper. But if your lack of time, you just don't have enough time to fit everything in your schedule, I highly recommend to begin with the aura combing with the satellite bar. And if you do have that 15 minutes of time, I highly recommend you to do the meditation, because during that meditative frequency, when your brain is in theta brainwave, it's not about just cleansing your aura. It's also about activating your third eye chakra, where that pineal gland activates. And when that activates, it's about enhancing your psychic ability or your intuition. So meditation goes in many different folds rather than just aura cleansing. But satellite bar is just for aura cleansing. And also, of course, it cleans other crystals as well. So at the end of the day, once you finish, wearing your rings, bracelets, earrings or necklace, I always put them in a satellite bowl, to cleanse them, especially for those who are scent allergic or sensitive. Like for example, my husband is scent sensitive, so it's really hard for me to burn a lot of sage and Palo Santo all the time. That's why I prefer using crystal singing bowls, tuning forks, as well as satellite bar as cleansing. Now, copper pyramid. So if you have a small copper pyramid, that also can work as a crystal cleanse device. So basically a copper pyramid on top, and you just put your jewelries kind of under the copper pyramid overnight, and the next day it will be cleansed as well. Okay, thank you for all the questions and participations. I hope to see you next Monday. And next Monday we're going to have a guest, Kara Goodwin, a spiritual teacher and psychic as well. So she's going to share her personal journey of how to alchemize, the shadow side or the soul wounds into soul gift. Remember, in the Aura Evolution, in the Aura Color Wheel book, we talk about it's an evolution journey, right? Once we heal a particular aura layer, it actually becomes our gift. It is no longer our wound. So we are going to use her personal story, insights, what she received from higher guidance, and how she navigate the real life shitty situation into more a brighter side of things. That's how our life really transmute or transform into a higher version of ourselves. So next Monday at 10 a.m. I will be interviewing her here. And also, if you are either local in LA or want to make a trip to LA to get some warm weather during the winter, I hope to see you this weekend at the Conscious Life Expo in LAX Hilton. I'm going to speak there at 6 p.m. Central Room B, and I will have a booth with Amy Silkasti at booth 153. And if you're not going to see me in person, I also welcome you to my online community, the Soul Evolution Sanctuary. It's a monthly community gathering as well as ongoing sustainable spiritual growth support. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining today, and I will see you next Monday. Happy Lunar New Year.